Hello students, this is Mr. Snyder again at the Rochester Public Market, here to show you local sustainable food and what you can get here as opposed to your local Wegmans. And Mr. Forkin is our cameraman for today. Say hi, Mr. Forkin.
Hello students.
Let's go. So it's about 8:30, a Saturday morning, and usually this area is filled up with way more vendors, but because of the time of year, that's one of the disadvantages of local sustainable food is it's seasonal. So there's obviously much less local food available now, except what can be stored through the winter. So normally this area is filled up with vendors, but there's still quite a bit. So let's go check it out. And this is Nathan with Small World Bakery. Nathan, where's your bakery located?
It's in Rochester. It's on 90 Canal Street, right downtown. So the food truck is very hard to get to the public market at all.
Okay. And your big thing is that you're not only just local, but you're also completely organic, right?
Yep, that's right. Everything we do is either certified organic, or some farms are too new or they're too small to be certified organic, but they all are going to practice in that same kind of sustainable, ecologically minded growing practices.
And organic is kind of an interesting word nowadays, because there's so much gray with organic. You can be 100% organic, or you can just be organic. They don't use any pesticides whatsoever. I mean, not any chemical pesticides, right?
Right. There are some, some people will do something like maybe they'll mix cayenne pepper with water and spray it on a plant, and then insects won't eat it because it's spicy. So you can kind of think of that as being like a spray, but it's kind of like a different approach from spraying things that if a bug dies when it eats it, what's it doing to you? Like it's probably something you at least ought to be mindful of and kind of be putting into research on.
Right. Do you think the way they advertise organic nowadays, like let's say Walmart or Wegmans, is a little misleading? Do you think there are some companies that label their stuff organic where it's not truly organic?
I think the certification process for organic food is okay. It's equal at least. If some of this vegetable is certified organic and Walmart has a vegetable that's certified organic, they're meeting the same guidelines. But I think where the difference is that Walmart might still be having organic chickens that are still factory farmed. Essentially, you might have animals that are being grown for organic meat might be still being mistreated, or the vegetables might still be grown and harvested by people not making a fair wage. And so that's kind of where the ideas of local come in, and we're sort of organic plus, or sort of going a little further towards the goal of sustainability, even beyond just what's called for by the certification of organic.
And what do you think is another benefit of buying local? Besides, if people are getting a fair wage typically, and you're not supporting factory farming, any other benefits of buying local?
Yeah, and I think especially in the public market, you can kind of see your money going full circle. Where I'll go to one of our farmer friends here, and I'll give him $5 for vegetables, and then a week later, or that same day, he'll come back and he'll give me the same $5 to buy some of my vegetables, and we'll take it to a third person who's going to keep, it's sort of keeping your money from going, instead of to China or to California, you're just going 40 feet, next to all of the public market, and so everyone kind of, you build your community instead of spreading your community out to these far-flung places.
Nice. Last question.
Yeah.
What percentage of food sold at the market do you think is organic?
5%, maybe?
Very little food is organic. Yeah. So local does not mean organic,
right?
Typically.
Typically so, and a lot of, even probably the majority of the vegetables sold here aren't local either. There's a lot of, and it's an acceptable practice, to bring wholesale cheap produce to people who are really looking for some affordable fruit and vegetables, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's local, and I think by and large it's certainly not organic either.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Jerry, and where's your farm located, guys?
Out in Sodas.
Okay. And all this food here is local then?
It's all local. It's all homegrown.
And what do you mainly, grow? Mainly apples?
We have mainly apples. We have peaches, sour cherries. Friends of ours do pears that we buy from. Just sell up here.
Yeah. Okay. And is your food considered organic?
No, it's not organic. It's actually too hard to do organic food around here because if you look at it, any body of water that would run through your farm. Also collects chemicals. So, and all fruit trees, you know, collect water, and so it's almost virtually impossible near any body of water to do anything organic.
If you wanted to try and grow certified organic, I mean, what would your farm have to do to meet the criteria?
That I don't even know. There's regulations have changed for what's organic. It's definitely become more regulated, but things that are considered organic are, you know, fish guts and arsenic and things like that. Those are still chemicals to help the fruit grow, but those are still just as gross sounding as other chemicals. So, yeah, organic, I don't know what it would take, but we don't do it.
Are your customers interested in buying organic products? Do they ask about that or not
They do
really?
ask about it,
Yeah.
but then once they get our opinion on it, most generally they will walk and browse around to see if they can find organic foods, and if not, they most generally come back here.
Okay.
Do you think there's any health benefit to buying organic?
I'm sure there probably could be, but we also have a brusher that we put our red apples on to wipe off all the spray material and stuff that is on the apples, which helps tremendously with wiping everything off.
Right. Why do you think organic's become so popular in recent years? You know, people, it's very trendy to eat organic.
It is
you know?
very trendy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to be that people are getting more health conscious, and they think that the spray material is bad for them, which it is not. For the most part, all your spray materials are not bad or harmful to you at all.
Do you know what's in the spray materials?
I don't, because I don't do the spraying. My brother does.
Your brother does the spray, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Judy and Jerry, thank you very much.
Thank you, ladies.
Joe,
How you doing there?
Joe, what are you selling here today?
We got strawberries, blueberries, grapes, oranges, many yellow oranges, grapefruit, the plums. We got everything.
Hi.
Pineapples, honeydews.
A very nice variety.
Yeah, we try to help feed the people.
So whereabouts do you get most of your produce
All
from?
of our produce comes out of the Hunts Point Market. It's one of the biggest markets in the world. It's in New York City. And we go there once or twice a week, pick up 2 or 3 trailer loads of stuff. We got a big, huge warehouse over here, and we bring it back and sell it to the people.
So you've got a large truck, and you take a big
Yes.
truck down and pick up as much as you can and bring it back?
Yes, tractor trailers. We don't own the tractor trailers. We rent them, but they're waiting for us.
Nice. Is any of the food considered local?
Nothing we sell. No, all of our produce is mainly shipped in. Yeah.
Well, what's the benefit of what you sell over someone who's only selling local right now this time of year?
Well, because there's hardly any local stuff left.
Yeah.
You know, they can only store for so long.
Yeah.
So now you have to get shipped in stuff from around the country, around the world actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Joe. So you are the owner of Folsom Farm? Correct. How long have you guys been in business for?
7 years.
Where's your farm located?
We're in Hilton, New York, near the lake.
Okay. And what's your specialty? What do you mainly grow?
I would say this is all hydroponic this time of year. We do soil and hydroponic. Winter, it's more efficient to do the hydroponics, but we do primarily leafy greens.
Okay.
Anything from lettuce to kale to arugula to watercress and herbs.
Okay. What is hydroponic? I don't think most 8th graders know.
Hydroponic is basically growing in a soilless environment.
Okay.
So you can do that in straight water with some nutrients in the water, or you can do something like vermiculite or even stones or something like that where you run water through it.
Okay,
The roots of
interesting.
the plants.
Is it considered organic?
We grow organically. Okay, I'm not certified organic because I haven't applied for it, but all of our methodology is organic. We actually don't use pesticides like many of the organics do use. Did you know that? The bottom line is there are organic pesticides. We actually use biological. We buy ladybugs that go around and eat the bad bugs, so we don't have to spray any type of pesticide.
Wow. You said, organic, they're still using chemicals, did you say?
Well, organic is a combination of a couple things. The nutrients that you use, the fertilizers, they need to be natural.
Right.
And also, you can only use certain type of sprays. We actually don't use any sprays because we use bugs to eat our bad
It
pests.
doesn't get any more natural than that.
Right, and you'll find out that there's many organic pesticides out there, but my feeling is if it kills the bugs, I still don't want to use it.
Right. And is it harder to make a living as a farmer nowadays? Do you think the government's doing enough to help small farms like yours? Or
I think it's difficult in New York State. New York State is heavily taxed. They make it very difficult to do business. But you know what? If you have good products and you have good work ethic, you can do it, and it's fun.
nice. Well, nice meeting you, John. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good, how are you?
So the public market mainly consists of 3 areas. There's the entrance where we came in, and then all along this side you've got some of the bigger vendors, Boulder Coffee, a bakery at the end, a new restaurant that specializes in gourmet pizza, European cheese shop. You've got some wholesalers, basically big warehouses where they store food and you can buy bulk quantities. Cure is a wonderful restaurant, and then during the day when they're not operating as a restaurant, it's a coffee shop. Flower City Bakery is by far the best bread in the entire city, and then beyond there is Coffee Roasters, which is where I get my coffee. I think they have the best coffee in the city. And then the other part of the market is the outdoor strip, which is covered in case of rain, and there's actually 2 outdoor strips. They're both shaped like L's. And then beyond that is the indoor area where you've got a bunch of vendors as well, but for whatever reason they pay a little bit more to be indoors.
Hi, I'm Nancy Zimbeck. I am part of the Zimbeck Florist here in the public market. We sell flowers every day, Monday through Saturday, but we also enjoy the market and the food that they have to bring. I can purchase from them. I can tell you a couple of stories. I bought some squash at Wegmans for a recipe I needed. I bought 2 of them. It cost me $10. The next Saturday I came to the market, it cost me $2 for the same amount of squash. I almost cried when I realized how much more I spent at Wegmans than I did here. I also purchased apples from my boss. She bought 2 apples at Wegmans and paid $5. I bought her a whole bag for $7, and there had to have been 8 of them in there. So there's really a lot of benefit to shopping here at the market. It's great to meet the farmers. You build a relationship with them. You have a community. We have friends that are in the background making fun of me.
No. We love your head.
Oh, your hat. Thank you. I wear a hat every day.
Everybody believes you?
You can cut this out.
No, it's staying in.
This is a marketing ploy, kids, because the people walk by, they got their fruits and vegetables, and they say, hey, I think I want to buy some flowers.
Nancy's always wearing a different hat. The day you stopped me with the celery, you were wearing like a jester hat with jingle bells on the end.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
I have a football for Super Bowl,
Yes.
and it's just fun. And you get to meet the people here, you get to know them, and you enjoy them. You get recipes, and you build a great relationship in a community. And believe me, there's not only poor immigrants here shopping. We have very rich people here enjoying the fruits and vegetables at the market. And there's meat too. I mean, it's great. And everybody shares what they received and what they bought and how much they paid for it. And so it's really a thrill. Come and visit. It's enjoyable.
So to recap, Nancy, the benefits of the market is diverse, it's cheaper, it's
Yes.
fresher.
Yes.
Any other benefit come to mind?
The other thing is that you're supporting the local community. You know, these are farmers. They work very hard. They're here in all kinds of weather. It's cold. It's freezing. Their hands are all gnarly, and they're still selling. There's 80-year-old sisters that come and sell peppers and all sorts of other vegetables, and they get a thrill out of it. So you're supporting them, and you're giving life to this area.
Thank you very much, Nancy.
They-